Goreng. And let's go and get the ingredients. So chopped choy sam, which is a Chinese restaurant, which is also going to go into the noodles. And I'm also looking for the Chinese chives as well. We go around the other side, we might find a bit more. This is gao choy, which is Chinese chives, which we're going to be using it into the noodles as well. And I'm also going to grab some spring onions to garnish it later on. This is the noodles we're going to get them, yellow egg noodles, and also we're going to get some tofu. And we'll add some frozen prawns if we can find some prawns as well. We'll see how about that one. Yeah, we're getting some prawns over here. We've got some frozen fish ball here. I'm going to take one of these prawns here to be added to the mee goreng as well. I'm looking for a chili sauce here. Now this brand is Kun Kik Wali. It's quite a popular brand. They usually have a black bean and chili, but unfortunately they don't have. But this is a quite good one too. So we'll take that. Got a nice soya sauce that's been naturally fermented. Kikuma. Awesome. Hi guys, today we're going to be cooking mee goreng. Now the important part in the mee goreng is you've got to get the preparation done. As you can see here, I've got everything prepared, ready to go. And what we have here is the egg noodles. We've had the fried tofu. We have a fish cake here. That's the Chinese chives over there, which is really good. In Malaysia, we used to call it kocai. And then we got the bak choy, and we got some bean sprouts, and we also got some chilies and onions. We got some dried prawns, which we're going to mince them a bit later, and we got some onions, and we use spring onions for garnish a bit later on. The interesting part in cooking these mee goreng outdoors is I'm using one of these trays. You can see it's a cast iron, and it's really well seasoned as well. And if you can get one of these, it would be really good. The reason being cast iron is it chars the noodles and gives that smoky flavor. And I sometimes believe these kind of iron or wok, they come alive, and they're just playing around with the noodles, and at the end of the day you have a nice tasty noodles. So let's get cooking, and as we go I'll just explain to you anything else that you need to know. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up some onions and then some chilies, and then we're going to put the dried prawns all together into a mixer, and then we're going to mince it all up. Very roughly chopped. Yep, put them all in here. We want to get it nicely minced so that when we are cooking it on the hot plate over here, it's going to be fantastic. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, that's ready. All right, let's add some oil to this. And put this onto the fry. Oh, beautiful. We're going to add a bit of garlic and ginger to it as well. Just keep an eye on the heat, because you don't want to burn it. Turn the heat down a little bit. And let's spread this around. that's what you want to get. Soaked up all the oil in there. We'll add a little bit more. I'm going to add the tofu and the fish cake. That cooked nicely because you want to get the fish properly cooked. Yeah, that's doing good. This iron barbecue thing is really great. It really imitates the wok. But it's good to cook it outdoors. Then the chives. And we're also going to add the soy sauce. And the last two ingredients is the prawns and the noodles. We'll just wait for this to cook. Now at this time, we want to add a little bit of soy sauce. Now I'm using a Japanese soy sauce, kikoman. It's very naturally fermented, but if you use some other types of brand, just make sure it's naturally fermented. Otherwise, it might have some kind of additives in it. But this is really great. So add a bit of that. You don't want to add too much of soy sauce because the dried prawns itself are a little bit salty. So taste as you are cooking towards the way you like it. I don't like it too salty on my noodles, so you know. Now we add the prawns. See what I mean? The preparation work is very important. Get everything ready because the cooking process is very, very quick. Otherwise, you'll be running up and down trying to get it ready. This is the way to do it. Get it all done before you even start your barbecue. Right, that's looking great. So I've turned the heat up a bit for it to cook. As you can see the prawns, you can see the prawns are starting to curl. That means it's just about ready, almost cooked. It doesn't take very long to cook when you have a very hot plate here. The thing we're going to add to this is our noodles. We also got the bean sprouts to go in there too. Turn the heat down, let it cook for 2 minutes. Let's add the bean sprouts to that. A couple of handfuls, a little bit more for good measure. Okay, now this is the fun part of it. It's getting nicely cooked. Now I'm going to add a little bit of dark soy sauce for color. Get a couple of this and start mixing it all up. Beautiful. Look at that. That's what you want to get. Oh, don't worry, it's falling all over the place in the barbecue. It doesn't matter. That's how it is. That's why you cook it outside and there's no mess inside. And this is one of my favorite way of cooking noodles because of the heat that generates out of there. It's amazing, and gives you that charred sort of look in the end. You know, in the Chinese cooking, they talk about wok hai, and that's what I'm recreating here. That the hot plate is producing, so that the flavor, the smoky flavor, the burnt flavor is all going into the noodles. It won't be long, it's just about almost ready. So just let it cook for a while, get the bean sprout slightly cooked, and we are ready. I'm going to turn the heat down a bit. That's the one. Give it a little bit more char. Oh, it's really good. I just can't wait to get into this. Alright, let's another couple of minutes and then let's get it out of the hot plate. Okay, I'm going to turn the barbecue off. Ooh, yep. Let's get it all onto the plate. Let's put it up here. So that's my chili hot garlic flavored wok hai noodles, and it's fantastic. I've cooked this several times here, and friends and family just love it. And see whether you can get one of these cooking hot plates if you can. If you don't have, doesn't really matter, you can always cook it in a wok inside there, but I like, you know, in summertime it's really good outside, sitting having a drink and a nice hot noodles is fantastic. Now let me have a little taste to see what it tastes like. Wow, beautiful, smoky, chili hot, the garlic and ginger flavor in it, the burnt char in it. Really reminds me back old days in Ipoh, when we were young, we used to live up there, and used to go to the local Buntong market, and my auntie used to have a shop there, and we used to have noodles, all sorts of, so it's like a street food. This is mainly a street food in Malaysia, and it takes me back to those days. So it's fantastic. Okay guys, enjoy yourself. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again a bit later on, and see you.